neither Jarawa nor Onge nor Great Andamanese. These are the three tribes known to me. And it's so interesting that the Great Andamanese person who told me this story later on, the moment he saw unique and very weird fishes coming up the surface of the ocean, the sea, because they were all picnicking by the side of the seashore at that time, on the east coast of Strait Island, he started shouting, "Ukku Buruko, Ukku Buruko, Ukku Buruko." What does it mean? The sea has turned upside down. And the moment he shouted Ukku Buruko, everybody got to know what to do. They immediately left the seashore and ran as fast deep into the jungle as possible. Those who could not, like now Junior, who told me his story, he kept on swimming for 7 hours in the water because he had made some children mount up the tree and he knew which tree would hold the tsunami waves. And he kept on monitoring those children, saying, "You go up now, the water has receded, now you go down, the water has come down." And like that, he kept on swimming for 7 hours till help came to him. What did the Onges do? They live in the Little Andaman, and I was lucky enough to travel with Sharon Andaman in his young days to Little Andaman. He knows Onges very well. Yes, the moment they saw the very first two waves of the tsunami, and when they started, because they lived by the side of the seashore, when the waves started inundating their houses, they shouted loudly, "Gyan Jebe, Gyan Jebe, Gyan Jebe." What does that mean? That means the land has become water. And they all knew they had no hillock, nothing in that Little Andaman. It's a plain land. So they went interior into the forest as much as possible. Not a single life was lost. Jarawas were also fishing early in the morning. If you remember, the tsunami came early at 6 o'clock. So all the three tribes were fishing by the side of the seashore. The Jarawas, I do not know what they said. Maybe Pramod Kumar can tell. He is about to come. But they recognized the wave patterns of the sea, and they knew, at least one member knew, that this is calling for save your soul, SOS. Run as fast as you can to the interiors of the jungle. So this is how they all saved themselves. The interesting aspect is that how the indigenous knowledge about survival was saved in their language. See? So language stores your indigenous knowledge. Language stores the secret of survival. This is very few people realize that. Your secret of survival actually is embodied in your language. So language is very important. Language is very significant. Language is part of your life. There is nothing in life you can do without language. And there is nothing in life which does not touch your language. So it's very important for us to document whatever is possible. And documentation does not restrict only to the endangered languages. Documentation can be of any language. You should know how to do it. See? Documentation can be of lesser known languages. Documentation can be of endangered languages. And documentation can also be of any language which is thriving. You see? Because the thriving languages also need very intensive documentation by the able people like us, the linguists, and the associated disciplines, because there are many aspects of the languages which are not documented, even in Gujarati, Marathi, Hindi, unless you do it. People tell me the kind of dictionary we have produced in Great Andamanese, that kind of a dictionary does not exist in any of the 22 languages of the scheduled languages. And lots of people have asked me to do it a similar job for Hindi. I don't think I need another life to do it. It's a very laborious, very interesting, very involving, but it needs time, kind of thing. Anyway, as you know, India is known for its linguistic diversity, of course with ethnic, cultural diversity all, but we will concentrate on linguistic diversity. There are 6 language families. As Professor Ma mentioned, the 5th and 6th were very little known by people, so that Thai Kadai and Great Andamanese, which we happen to identify. But there is indication of the seventh language family in Andaman Islands. That is of Angan languages, Jarawa and Onge. They are going to constitute your seventh language family. A lot of senior linguists ask me, why don't you also write about, because I have written about Onge and Jarawa, but I have not yet claimed that I have identified the seventh language family, because I have a feeling that the Sentinelese who live in the Sentinel Island also are the speakers of the sister languages of these Angan languages. Unless I get full proof, I don't want to identify. And you don't identify a language family just on the basis of some few words or cognates or some linguistic structures and typology. You have to dig deeper into layers after layers. Just like in excavation is done by archaeologists, you have one layer of civilization, you have another layer of civilization, then you have another, then you have another. And you can dig up and you can find out, oh, this is 3,000 years old, this is 5,000 years old. We linguists who are trained in historical linguistics, who are trained in comparative linguistics, can do that digging up. We can tell you which structures are 500 years old, which structures are 1,000 years old, which are very, very ancient, very archaic, and they have survived, just like any excavated site. So you certainly need a very, very trained person to identify a language family. So the language family identification is a different ballgame, which we are not going to deal in this workshop. But what we are going to do, we should be aware of that how language is documented for the languages, as I said, the diverse languages of India. The problem is that we are all talking about the dying languages. Let's not use the metaphor of death. Let's say vanishing languages, or as Zuckerman says, the sleeping beauties. I like the word. He calls them sleeping beauties because they say they are dormant languages. They are not as kicking fit as the other languages are. So those dormant beauties have to be made awake of, or let's say we have to wake them up. I can't say that they can really fully wake up unless the language is revived, but we can certainly work towards those sleeping beauties. So there are all varieties of languages that exist in India. Then we also forget that there are many languages which are emerging in a new environment. Nobody is talking about those. They are only talking about languages which are vanishing, languages which are old, archaic. But there are emergence of new varieties of languages every day because of contact, because of cohesion, because of interaction between one community and another community. I can quote Halbi in Bastar, in Chhattisgarh. Halbi has enormous literature now. You can go on YouTube and you can watch videos after videos of the dance, the music, the oral literature, and of course there are grammars and dictionaries, but not produced very efficiently by linguists. But Halbi is a new language. Similarly, Sagri in Jharkhand is a new language. Again, it's a contact language. We are not documenting those. We should. Then there is Chakesang in and around Kohima. And those who come from the northeast, many of you are there, it's basically a conglomeration of Chokri, Kheza and Santa. Then there is a language like Kenyega. Now Kenyega is also a conglomeration of many neighboring states of Kohima and on the northeast. In fact, northeast is every day is giving rise to new language. I do not know whether you are aware of, but I have also published recently in Cambridge handbook, the Contact Hindi of Northeast. It's amazing. It's an amazing Hindi. I'd love to speak that because there's one Hindi you can communicate with any community in the Northeast. So these are emerging new languages because India is so diverse. Because India believes in contact and keeping interaction with the others. We believe in social cohesion. We believe in tolerance of others. This is the proof. Professor Mohan is going to conduct a little seminar on area linguistics, and if any of you get a chance to sit in it, or at least go through it, and you must have done India as a linguistic area in your coursework, you would realize this is one aspect which shows India believes in tolerance of others. So all that, those political rifts that you are seeing today's political scenario, it's all man-made created. It's not natural. It's not natural. Naturally, we know how to exist with each other. Had it not been so, our languages were not so alike. Had it not been so, we would not have given rise to new languages. Right? So we have old languages, new languages simultaneously working. There is no conflict. There is no conflict. There is no tussle. All the tussles and conflicts are created by the interested parties. So you should be aware of those interested parties. See, documentary linguistics, the way we know now as of today, is a very